Yeah, veggies. every other 2 weeks, we're so back. What is up? Yeah, mostly been trying to get some stuff done, and that getting stuff done is also pretty time consuming. But finally fought that inertia in a way. Hey, Oksar. But yeah, finally managed to break the other portal's momentum and in a way break the inertia as well, which is a bit of a paradox, but inertia for one thing, momentum for another. But we're back. There's no specific route per se today. I'm just gonna ride around for a bit and then we'll see. But I've been doing a bunch of research for steel hardtails. Currently at the stage of putting a bunch of bikes on Bike Insights and seeing what would be a better option. Yo, street. Yeah, there are titanium options, but they're a bit too expensive for my liking currently. So I do want to splurge a bit on the components, but I can't justify my skill set matching up with the titanium frame. So it's gonna be a steel hardtail. What am I thinking of going with? Couple of options. It's either a Kotick Solaris, but it's not available. It's not in stock in my size. By the time it becomes available, it's gonna be the end of the year. So I don't know. Also, it's a bit too long. But I talked to the people and they obviously told me stuff in favor of the bike. And someone of my height who rides a small frame and is very happy with it, so on and so forth. That's number one. The other one is a Stanton Sherpa. They don't have any small frames left in the Gen 4, but the guy told me that the Gen 5 is coming up soon and it should be available. You don't earn materials in biking. True, I know. That's just my other self talking. I don't know. We'll see. I do entertain the thought once in a while, but back out of that thought pretty soon. Yeah, so the second one is a Stanton Sherpa. That is a possibility to get it sooner. Maybe if I place an order at the end of this week, I'll get it by end of the month. There are a couple of options through the local dealer. It's because the American frames are not available here in the EU. The first two are from the UK. Yeah, the other one could be a Surly Krampus or a Surly Karate Monkey. They're more compact. They're not super. They're a bit less slack and less long. And the other one is a Bomb Track Kale, but I don't quite like the way it looks. Sherpa is sick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lots of friends have karate monkeys. Yeah, that's a possibility, because the bike shop I like is a dealer. But yeah, you always prefer riding a bigger frame than you're supposed to. Yeah, I've heard people like go from small to medium because it feels more grounded for them, I suppose. But it works out for them because they're probably in between a small and a medium. I am on the lower end of the small, so yeah. Better to go with the less long models. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because my concern is that if it's a bit too slack, also the numbers are without sag, I think. I don't quite remember, but whatever. I don't want it to be too draggy on the roads either, because I want to use it as a bike packing machine as well. So mixed roads plus rooty, rocky single tracks and stuff. Yeah, so plugging everything into Bike Insights amongst these. Oh yeah, the other one is Sour Pasta Party, but they don't have any smalls available, and it's gonna take like, I don't know, at least half a year probably, or like 3 months for the bike to yeah, everything is just like, all of these are gonna probably take too long. So yeah, my kind of just faster option is probably a Stanton Sherpa or a Krampus or a Karate Monkey. If I were in the US, I probably would have looked into Esker stuff. But yeah, that's the thing. So also, I'm not doing any jumps, and I'm not trying to get a hardcore hardtail. So yeah, I don't know. But the Stanton Sherpa is obviously a bit more slack than the Krampus. I didn't put the Karate Monkey in yet. But I like the color offerings and the way the Sherpa looks compared to the Surly. And they all seem to be in a similar price range for the frame. It's like 800 to 900 bucks. Maybe if I get an older model, it'll be less. But I can't find them in my size. That's the other issue. The Sklar stuff, yeah, I don't think they're available. I don't want to spend too much money on like taxes and customs either. I could just get, I could probably get a wheel set for it, for that price. Yeah, my frame size is always a bit hard to find, but I'm kind of used to riding larger bikes by running smaller stems, which is what Kotick does. Like Kotick Solaris comes with a 35mm stem, and the guy went on about how I was pretty frank with him. I was like, look, I'm trying to decide between the Solaris and the Stanton Sherpa. And obviously he said that the Sherpa is a bit more twitchy than Solaris. But I think that doesn't really translate well for my use case anyway, so. But yeah, it'll be easy to get a small Surly frame for sure. At that point, I'm like, well, might just as well get a Kona Unit X then. But I just don't want to get another Kona. I don't know. Yeah, all in all, I really like the look of Sherpa. The color offerings are better. The bomb track KL is another option, but I don't know. I don't like the color. I don't like the way it looks, actually. Too long made for a short stem. Yeah, most likely the case. I don't know yet, but I'm basically just trying to get a bike before, and most likely I leave, I'm just trying to get a bike before that. So, yeah. Yeah, on the Solaris, both the front end and the back end are pretty long. The wheelbase and the chainstays are also kind of super long. But I don't know, like the few reviews I've seen, I've not seen anybody actually bike pack in action. All the videos I've seen people kind of shredding single track, while also mentioning that it'll be great for bike packing. Stanton actually makes a bike packing specific frame, but it's only available in titanium. I think it's called the Type Plus or something. But whatever, all in all, I think the US has more options for steel hardtails. Actually, there's another company called Nordest. I tried to call them a bunch of times, no one's picking up. So, I don't know. But I think all in all, I've like kind of end of year to figure things out. But yeah, I think the Solaris is out of the equation because it's not available to begin with. Oh yeah, I saw all the rigs which mentioned Sherpa. There were a couple of them. But I was trying to find an actual like riding video with the Sherpa. Esker Hayduk seems to be another popular choice. Yeah, most likely. What's the standard 1052 cassette? I think. And probably, I don't know, a 30 up front. Or is it 1152? I always forget. 1052, I think, yeah. But I've not really thought too much about the components except for the brand and the color. Yeah, these bikes are kind of niche, but you do, like as I said, you do find videos with just riding. But it's always like a much better rider than me, so it's always hard to get a feel for how it would be for me. So yeah. The right color is faster. Yeah, I know, right? The color schema is the first thing I think about. But yeah, should be fun. I'm just hoping to sell the Brompton before that if I can. If not, and if I move, then either everything goes into storage or I need to ship it back to wherever. Purple, pink fade, and love it. But the decals are the clear. They're so busy because it was annoying you. Yeah, I mean the crust people do have a good taste. In general. Yeah, I want to get a. I always tend to gravitate towards like neutral colors for the frames, and then I like the components to be a bit blingy. That edition just got ugly stuff. I also need to fix the derailleur, probably even the hanger. I've not inspected it closely on my Kona Rev because I bent it a week ago, or probably like a week and a half ago, or maybe 2 weeks, I don't know. It was essentially a result of getting stuck behind a train of people during a single track section. That's what happens, because a bunch of people just stop and then you're just stuck in that train. And even if people are not stuck, I need to be in front of the train, otherwise I won't be able to see anything. And the thing is, some people, they just stop and they don't even like go to the side when they stop. They'll just stop in the middle of the trail. It's like, come on, dude. What are you doing? Black bike with black decals. Yeah. If I were to get a titanium frame, that's how I would like it. Pretty stealth. In a tall way. I won't be able to get on the thing. It's like, it always amuses me when people just jump on the thing and jump off of it. I don't even do that on the normal bike. Wherein you put one foot and swing the other foot over, like cyclocross style. I can't even do that. Mostly because I never I think I didn't learn it that way. got belts on both of your bikes. Let's go. Which ones did you get? Rock Bros Spur Cycle Clones. I need to look it up. Haven't looked at them. But yeah, I suppose any of the smaller ones would do the job really. Priority bikes, yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos. $3,500 US. Okay, that's not too bad with the belt drive. I think what's his name? What's that guy's name? No whammies, no crashies, or whatever his thing is. Ryan Doozer. I think he rides priority stuff. And the belt drive is electric. That's cool. Yeah. I would have more options if if I came to the US. It's like, just come to the US, get a bike, and fly back with the bike. Yeah. We'll see. I've got a few more years to get a few more bikes, so it should be all right. Who knows? I might just change my mind and be like, YOLO, and just get the titanium Stanton Sherpa. What is this? It just leads to a house. Classic. Okay. Double garage. Do it. Yeah, it also comes, I think they also have a titanium handlebar. The whole build is gonna be $10K. I can get a van for it. I'm trying to keep my budget within whatever I sold, whatever bikes I sold. I'm trying to keep it within that, plus some. but we'll see. Maybe turn left here. Or maybe not. Yeah, the whole of the last week and a half, probably even last 2 weeks really. Rain, stop, rain, stop, rain, stop. It wasn't great. Greetings, Wes. Hello, hello. Per usual, we're just chilling out here. Gonna turn left through the bridge. That looks a bit interesting. Uh-oh. Okay. Fietstraat. Auto Tegast. Oh yeah. But I wasn't cooped up because of the weather though. It was my own doing. The weather was not the reason. That's just an excuse. Car is guest. Ah, I see. Hi. Google DeepMind's new Genie 3. I have not checked it out yet. Gotta do that. But yeah, Dad cancelled on it tomorrow. A long drive, 340 miles. Yeah. Soon. Yeah, that's a long drive. Got a pretty super secluded bike path out here. But I kind of hate bike paths like this. I don't know. If it's just roads, I like to go through the streets, like through the normal housing area. But as soon as I hit a flat road patch, I'm like, oh God. Nice run the trainer with VR or something. Yeah. Well, we're prompt. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. 96 degrees. Yeah, that's a bit hot. The ride in about 6 hours. Yeah, probably better once it cools down a bit. I was just listening to an episode related to, they were like two guys were doing the rim to rim to rim in Grand Canyon, and one of the guys had a pretty solid heat stroke. So it was a story about that. Yeah, we just talked about all the bikes during the start of the stream. But yeah, still looking, plugging the bikes into bike insights and seeing what's what. But I feel like the choice would be made for me based on availability. So yeah, disaster cast pretty much. I forget what it's called, but that's the whole podcast with mishaps and such. Oi. I'm excited about the prospect of me getting a new bicycle as well. pretty chill out here. People are just fishing. Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Hey, happy fishing. We'll see what's on the other side. Probably go to Fatterswold. Something on the lens. Is it any better? Do you still see the smudge? Oh, I see it, actually. How did it get there? Okay, should be better now. But I still see it. Okay, maybe a bit better. Any better? I still see some dust in there. But I think there is still like a something. Maybe, I don't know. It's not even that humid. How did it get in there? We'll see if it comes back or not. Mace 1 something. Yeah, there's still something there, right? Alright, I'm gonna give it one more go and see why we have it. Oh, I just made it worse. Okay. 10 more circles to clean it. Come on. Okay, that's it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, come on now. No, my spit is stuck in there. Yeah, now that liquid is like turning into something. Come on, dry out. Doesn't want to dry out. Okay. You don't want to dry out. I'm gonna put it back on and then it might fog up and we'll clean it again. Yeah, I don't have it on me. I'm probably just putting micro scratches on it with my couple of sheep to the left, a couple of tiny lambs as well. Yeah, it's fogging up, hey? Of course, yeah, this is what I wanted so that I could clean it out. Yes, yes, yes. Come out of the corner. Okay, I think the problem is now fixed. Okay, where do we go? Yeah. A Rico. Never seen a Rico bib. Yeah, I was just waiting for the stuck thing to come out. Mice, mice. Yeah, sneeze fest. Starts are not working. Yeah, I wonder why did it stop by itself. Yeah, stupid thing, it just stopped on its own. It should work now. I need a better system on this bike. So I can manage things properly. Hopefully it doesn't turn off again. Or did it? Okay, it should work now. Should I maybe go this way? Maybe. Hi. It takes ages for it to actually get the signal. It's like, no GPS signal. Come on. I kind of don't know where I am. I mean, I know where I am, but it's asking me to go right. What the hell? I'm not in a mood to ride grassy stuff now. I guess we'll just go back. The U-turn didn't increase. Oh, it did. I just read it wrong. My first intuition was right. All right, there we go. It needs... it worked when you didn't have a space between before the plus, but it also works otherwise. What the hell? Yeah, I think there's no space before plus. Maybe initially it just gave you the number when you did U-turn space plus, and it just acted like a get. Johann Poling. Yeah, it was a space. All right. All the bugs are trying to get into my hair again. Yeah, I see it. I shouldn't have licked it. My bad. I don't want to do this while I'm riding because I feel like I'm just going to drop it by mistake. I gave it a good slurp. that was a mistake I made. But yeah, pretty much. Yeah, nice weather. All of them are out. You mean the two girls on the bike? Yeah, seemed like I don't know what they were doing. Seemed a bit wonky. Yeah, I don't know. They were just like wobbling around. Back to the town. Lots of ice cream shops and cafes are open. the plastic buckle. Not really. Not really. I haven't really noticed anything. But also on this bike, since the stem is so short, there is more weight on that strap, because I don't have like a third strap going onto the length of the stem. But either way, there's like no major damage really. Yeah, I could also like maybe perhaps like place the buckle as close to the bag and not directly onto the bar, or somehow like push it inside the webbing. If it fits, it'll barely fit, but it might fit. But yeah, I think the metal is much stronger than the plastic, so I don't think the rubbing would, I don't know, most likely not do anything. I mean, obviously you know that the metal is harder than the plastic, but yeah, but you know what I'm saying. The other option would be to, I actually not a huge fan of straps. I just don't have tiny Voile straps with me. I just have one. Best would probably be just to get like the nano Voile straps or something. But either way, the straps are just fine. They don't really do anything. I've not seen any paint chip due to that. Hated when painting, yeah, I can imagine. I am kind of agnostic to it, because especially when I clamp on different mounts and stuff, if it's metal on metal, even if there's like a rubberized shim inside, there's always like scratches and stuff on the aluminium bar with the paint. But I don't know, it should be fine. Or you could, I guess, just put like a tiny black electric tape beneath it or something near where it sits. Yeah, I don't know. I'm offering solutions, though that wasn't the question, but the summary to the question is, it's just fine. So many slugs. Probably rolled on a bunch of them. Yeah, the big one, I can send you a picture in Discord with the big one and the normal one side by side. I'll do that tonight. The big one is a bit chunky. The small one is obviously a bit more compact. I actually like the small one. Not a huge, I didn't like the big one as much. They don't fit your buckles. Not really made for a bike. Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, don't drop it. Fucking screw it back on properly. Come on. Yeah. More than drop, I don't want to like cross thread it. Because if that threading is gone, I won't be. That's it. There's no lens cap. I won't be able to put anything on it. Probably need to air it out and dry it out once I get home. Lots of well-maintained lawns out here. What the hell? Almost went into the tiny hedge. On is out of control. Yeah, I mean, actually, out of control, wild looking stuff. I think controlled chaos looks better than super trimmed ones. It's like they've got some personality to them. Okay. What? It's the same thing. Wahoo's been stupid. The menu is not the meal. Yeah. You're watching. What's on the menu? I'm not quite sure. I've got some soup at home. So whatever is like left over in the refrigerator. Got some eggs and I've got some soup. So probably an omelette and soup. You like the menu? Quote. What can I tell us about that? It's just like, what you see is not the whole thing kind of thing. Oh yeah, the stem cap. It didn't even register to me because I probably have written that in a bunch of spots. But it's a thing by Alan Watts. I think one of his lectures is probably titled this thing, or probably he said it somewhere. Yeah, no worries. It's all good. I forgot about the stem cap. I just wrote it because it fit there. Yeah, it just didn't register. I'm a bit slow, Wes. I'm a bit slow. So, yeah. Shit. This is where once I almost like crossed the road without checking, and then a bus came in from the other side. We're almost back to the city, chat. Almost back to the city. DHL parcels. Thank you. Right. Yeah, gotta get that bell. There's no cockpit space available. I'll have to go to the end of the bar. Now they'll catch up to me and be like, ah, well, you're just waiting with us now. Yeah, I'll look into it. Rock Bros. Spur. Cheapest on alley. On alley, short for Allison. Everything is 3x the alley price. These guys are getting some new chairs. Yeah, that's like bespoke. right, chat. Pretty short one for today. Got the legs spinning a bit. It's time to get back to the portal. Yeah. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Appreciate it. Until next time. Peace out, chat.